Speaking of the Texas Legends, Kyrie Irving and the Texas Legends go to Atlanta on the second night of a back-to-back with travel to take on the Atlanta Hawks, who had 2 full days of rest. The Mavericks rest disadvantage thing has to be kind of severe so far this season. I don't know if that's something they keep track of somewhere, but they just played the Miami Heat, who are coming off of 5 full days of rest. And they play the Hawks, who are coming off of 2 full days of rest on the second night of a back-to-back. So just a lot going on. But the Mavericks pull out a 129-119 win, thanks due in large part to an unbelievable fourth quarter performance from Mr. King of the fourth quarter himself, Kyrie Irving. ESPN's really good website, huh? Where are the points? Good Lord. Kyrie Irving finishes this game with 32 points on 11 of 28 from the field. Wasn't the most efficient game, was struggling out of the gates of this one, but when the fourth quarter came around, it was go time for for Kyrie Irving. I wish Luka Doncic, but for Kyrie Irving. Miami's played 14 games, and Mavs played 18. Yeah, the Heat have had a very strange schedule. Fourth quarter for Kai. 6 of 8 from the field, 4 of 5 from deep, 16 points in a plus 11 in a 10-point win. Unbelievable. Tough shot after tough shot after tough shot in the fourth quarter of this game for Kyrie. And all he really needs to see is one go down. So Dyson Daniels was doing a pretty good job on him, all things considered. I really do think that. Then it's like he had a couple of moments where Trae Young was switched on to him, made a shot. Had a couple of moments here. Kobe Buffkin switched on to him. My guy Kobe Buffkin, step back 3. Just need to see one go. What's the sharpshooter joke? Whatever that guy's name is. What's the sharpshooter joke? I understand it now. Coming off of a screen here. Knocked down. This is a guy who is shooting 50% from 3 over the first month of the season. I understand it now. Now he has Dyson Daniels on him, but he's hot. Oh, that's bogey. I'm pulling up in your face. DeAndre Hunter guarding Spencer Dinwiddie. Now Kyrie coming off of a screen. That is a tough shot right there, folks. That is a tough shot. Somebody sent this to me. Somebody screenshotted this guy in the white shirt right here. Just feeling all of the emotions, all of the range of emotions. But man, Kyrie was incredible last night. I will be dropping a video later today about Kyrie Irving. I know I was supposed to drop a power rankings video yesterday. I did work on it, so that's probably going to come out tomorrow. My research is going to be outdated because it's 2 days old already, and the league moves so fast. But that's neither here nor there. A great performance from Kyrie Irving in the fourth quarter of this one. Spencer Dinwiddie in the third quarter of this game helped carry the Mavericks when somebody needed to carry the Mavericks. 9 points, 3 of 4 from the field. At a time in the third quarter where it felt like things could kind of slip away from you, Spencer Dinwiddie answered the call. If Curry didn't suck in the first half, it would have been a blowout. Yeah. It's the Spencer Dinwiddie experience, and I said this on Locked On, but I do mean it. We have to remember these moments whenever we wonder why Spencer Dinwiddie plays the amount of minutes that he does, is because he is liable to go off at any given moment. Defense wasn't good enough for a blowout. No, I agree. The Mavericks defensively really kind of struggled at times throughout this game, but they did kind of clamp up towards the end. They went into a zone, which usually I do not like when the Mavs play zone defense. I don't think that they're really built for it. I don't think they communicate well enough for that to be a thing that they go to frequently. And they usually don't. Like, they really never do. They really hardly ever go into a zone. But it really worked here. 76 points in the paint is a lot. Yeah, but that was kind of what they were willing to give up, though. And they weren't like shots at the rim. A lot of them were floaters. What up, Bacons? My Maxi Kleba agenda is alive on oxygen. Yeah, it is. It is alive, but it's barely breathing. Maxi Kleber had his most impactful game in a long time last night. 7 points, 7 rebounds, plus 15, which was a team best. And it was just a scrappy win for this Mavs group. DeAndre Hunter, over under 1 year, still in the league. I mean, he has the size that some teams will pick him up. The real question is over under minimum contract the next time he's a free agent. That's the question. The vibes are so bad midway through the third quarter last night. Yeah, they really were. But that's the thing about vibes. They change. I think Hunter will get above a minimum contract, but I'm not sure how much. I know this is how it works. I really feel like this made up for one of the games that slipped away. Yeah, you just got to look at it as a back-to-back, both on the road. Typically, you kind of expect to lose one of those games. They really turned that shit upside down. What's the vibe radar reading this morning for our Mavericks? Vibes are about a 6 out of 10. They're working their way up to a 7. Are you worried about the team getting into a rhythm without Luka and that rhythm being disrupted? No, not overly, but I am worried about the narratives that will be coming around whenever the Mavs come back and inevitably lose a game. Once Luka's back, what that's going to mean. Yeah, if they get a win against the Knicks on tomorrow night without Luka, that number ticks up dramatically. I thought Hardy did some impressive things for the Mavericks in this one. Still had some moments. He had that in that fourth quarter when the game was still kind of in the balance. That hit-ahead pass where he just lobbed it up the court aimlessly. That led to a turnover. But fortunately, that led to nothing. The Hawks missed a 3 on their way back down the court. The real question is there enough bathroom stalls in the locker room to handle this version of the Mavs? No. I'm not even sure what that means. I'm not sure I want to. Did you mention Najee saying he was sick? I just tuned in. Yeah, Najee says he's sick. I mean, everyone's going through illness. Kyrie was sick, questionable for this game. You have Clay and Grimes who are dealing with an illness. He's talking about the illnesses. Yeah, there's probably not enough stalls. You might want to get out of there. Everybody's dealing with an illness. Hopefully it's just a little 24-hour thing and these guys are ready to go. Lively only played. If you didn't watch the game last night and you're looking at this, you see Lively played 11 minutes. What the hell's going on? He was ill in this one and did not play after halftime. So there you go. But a nice win for the Mavericks who shoot 45% from 3. We'd love to see that. The Hawks, Trae Young with 16 points, but 16 assists, 3 turnovers. That's a really good number. In the pick and roll, he's still as dangerous as ever. Like, it feels like any time they're running a pick and roll and he's involved, it's going to be an automatic point. But with that being said, he doesn't feel like his scoring. I mean, he's never been an efficient scorer, but it's felt like he's been a solid bucket getter. I feel like Trae can go out and give me a bucket. That just feels like it's gone. I don't really. He hasn't been efficient at all from the field so far this season, and it just feels like he doesn't beat anybody one-on-one. He's never been like a great isolation player or anything like that. A lot of his game is predicated on the pick and roll and stuff like that, but I don't know. MJ has a flu game. When will he have a diarrhea game? Yeah, let's coin that phrase. It rolls off the tongue. The diarrhea game. Yeah, Paul Pierce already did that, though. Jalen Johnson was really good last night. 28 points, 11 rebounds. He's a really good player, really smart player. Him and Trae play really well off one another. Jalen Johnson's just a really good off-ball player, good cutter, good pick-and-roll player. He can bring the ball up the court, good rebounder. big. It's what you want. So he was solid. But outside of that, Bogey made his return a week or so ago. He did bogey things. DeAndre Hunter's not it. Okongwu stinks. The Okongwu stuff is bad. My guy Kobe Buffkins got some burn last night. Yeah, Risha Shea, you could have told me Risha Shea did not play in last night's game, and I would have believed you. Barely felt him. Barely felt his impact out there. But nonetheless, an impressive win for this Mavs team who needed it.